Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie. And well, from the past two videos, I guess it's only been two videos that I've done recently, you can pretty much assess the situation and assume that my kids and I will be missing out on the holiday this year. We don't get to spend as much time with my family members as I would like. Some of them don't even associate with me for some reason, which is fine. But others, like my aunts, do, and I love them immensely. But, other members of my family, they don't really talk to me that much. Again, fine. So what me and my kids did was we just kept up the tradition of what my mom did, which was cooking, except we would make a smaller amount of food and smaller portions. My mom would cook enough to feed a veritable army. We cook enough to keep us fed for a few days. My favorite thing to cook is cornbread dressing, and I cook enough for us to keep in the fridge and keep us fed for a good few days. And I am going to miss out on doing that this year because I wanted to do at least that. Maybe that and some mac and cheese, if nothing else, because we usually have cornbread dressing with cranberry sauce, the jelly kind, and mac and cheese and a ham. Oh, and green beans and potatoes with cornbread for my youngest kid because they don't like cornbread dressing. So I wanted to do that this year for my kids and me, and we're missing out this year because money troubles. But rather than sulk about it all week, which is what I was setting myself up to do, I decided to just talk about times past. I already have some videos up talking about holidays growing up. And so what I did for last year for Christmas and this year for the summer and stuff, I thought I would talk about what Thanksgiving might look like for a Gen Xer. So nowadays the kids get out on Tuesday. Like they go Monday and then Tuesday they get out of school and then they're out for the rest of the week. We got out of school on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And we were still excited because it was like a couple of extra days out of school other than just Saturday and Sunday. So we would get out of school. Sometimes we would have these goofy looking hand drawings of turkeys, or when I was in second grade, they gave us these linen hats that they made to make us look like pilgrims. We had an apron and a bonnet, and the boys had these felt hats and I think a belt. And we could wear them in class on that Wednesday and just look like little black pilgrims all day. Sorry. We looked like little black pilgrims. So, and then we went home, all these little black pilgrims running around the projects, and it was fun. And the boys would take their pencils and pretend that they're guns, and they would point them at the neighborhood dogs and cats, pretending to shoot down turkeys. Don't ask. But then, it was cold outside and stuff, so we would go home, put our coats and our books and stuff up, go back downstairs in our little bonnets and aprons, and I don't know what we did. We just ran around the house with those on because it was too cold to go outside, but then we would get bored and still put on our coats with our bonnets and our aprons and go back outside. Oh gosh, we were such goofy kids. Anyway, so we're out of school after Wednesday, and then our parents are cooking. I don't know what other families did, but my family cooked a big meal. And so they were preparing like the cakes and the pies, and the last thing to go in the oven was usually the macaroni and cheese and the turkey, which they did like by mid-morning on Thanksgiving Day. And they would put the greens back on the stove, the greens that they spent all day cooking the day before. They would put that back on the stove to simmer all day on very low heat, so that by the time dinner was ready, they would be hot and ready to go. Every once in a while they cook some extra cornbread, despite us having cornbread dressing. And there were also pies. My mom cooked sweet potato. To this day, I've never had pumpkin pie. I've had pumpkin pie flavored things, but I never had pumpkin pie. So my mom would cook sweet potato pies and a German chocolate cake every single year. And every single year, everybody in the family looked forward to that. Even if they cooked their own desserts, even if they cooked their own sweet potato pies, they would still come to my mom looking for one of her pies. That's just how good they were. So, they would cook all of that, and then by 3 p.m. we're eating. And then after 3 p.m., after we are all full and busting our guts and going to the bathroom, taking turns because there was only one bathroom, we would be nibbling all day, asking for a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then, of course, there are the loud uncles smoking cigarettes and telling lies. And my mom and her sisters, my aunts, would all get in the kitchen. They're laughing and joking, and somebody would turn on some music. Sometimes we would just listen to the music or watch a movie. It all depended on where things were going. Sometimes it would turn into a party. Sometimes it was just like a family get-together, family gathering. And every once in a while we would get in the car and go visit people, but mostly that was reserved for Christmas. And I know that the usual tradition calls for the men to gather around the TV and watch the game. The game didn't really play at our house. Maybe at some of my other family members, my my dad or somebody, they would watch the game, but for us, we didn't really watch the game. Like I said, we would watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and then my aunt would turn it on the soaps. And then after that, we probably spend all day watching cartoons and movies. But, after that, we had Thanksgiving leftovers for a few days. And, nobody was cooking dinner on Sunday. Nobody cooked dinner on Friday. Saturday, when we lived with my aunt, we might still have hot dogs and french fries, but that was as far as that went. But, we had Thanksgiving leftovers, and we ate those until they were gone because nobody was wasting any food in that house. That's just how it was. And so, what I'm looking forward to once these hard times are past and once we're back on our feet again, I'm looking forward to continuing our traditions. My kids and I cooked on a much smaller scale, and so that's what I want to do again. But yeah, that's what a Gen X Thanksgiving might look like. We got out of school on Wednesday, we came home, we played until we got cold, and then we went in the house, and then we went back outside, and we did that until the street lights came on, and we had to go in the house for good. And then we waited around for our moms and family members who were helping to finish cooking dinner. We ate, we played, went back outside to play with the neighborhood kids, went back inside, nibbled on the food and desserts, and just spent time with family. It was just, just family get together, basically. And that's how it looked for us. That's how it was for us. And I miss those times. I miss it immensely. So, you guys, tell me in the comments, what were your Thanksgivings like? What did Thanksgiving mean to you? And did you guys do Black Friday shopping like when they started to open stores on Thanksgiving Day? Did you guys go Black Friday shopping on Thanksgiving Day? My family members, some of them, would stop by my mom's house to eat, then they would go shopping. Did your families do that? Tell me in the comments. I'm interested to hear. I am curious. I am nosy. But with that, you guys, I'm going to go. As usual, there is a donations link in the description. If you guys would hit that, the money would go on bills, rent, food, whatever we can use, and it would help keep this channel and me going, and I would appreciate it greatly. And thank you in advance. A wise man once said, you have to build your tribe one person at a time. If you would like to be a part of my tribe, hit that subscribe button no matter what generation you are from. I'd be so glad to have you, and thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for wasting time with me, for spending time with me. I love you guys so much for that. Hope to see y'all on the next upload. Bye for now.